My name's blurry face and I care what you think. My name's blurry face and I...
What is up, guys? It's your boy Payne here, bringing you another episode of Gamechat. We haven't done this in a while, for a couple months. This is our first time back, and if you guys don't know, this is episode number 9 of Gamechat. Where today we'll be talking about our 2-3 months during COVID in New York. Obviously, we're from New York.
Almost 4 months now, even.
Almost 4 months. And then we're also going to be talking about football. When I mean football, I don't mean American football. I mean European. The return of it. You know, what's been going on so far in the Premier League and other leagues. The transfer rumors, the transfers that happened, etc., etc. And then we're also going to be going into the virtual side of football, which is FIFA 20. Our roundup, our opinions. You know, we've both had different experiences this year involving FIFA. Then we're also going to be talking about Call of Duty as well. With Warzone, we've been grinding that since it came out. You know, how it's been so far. The new season that started not too long ago. Then we're also be talking about some of the games and other systems that are coming out later on this year, as to mention the PS5 and the Xbox. What is it? X Series or something like that. Series X, whatever.
The fridge.
Before we start, I want to give a shout out to my coworker Sonia. If you're watching this, you know what's up. I told you I was gonna mention you on the video. She's been actually wanting us to do a podcast because she knows I do a podcast, so she was like, "Yo, do a podcast." So I was
the
like,
first
right.
time we're legally able to.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I actually told her, I was like, "Yo, I've been wanting to do a podcast. We have a lot to talk about, you know, during these couple months, you know. But now we can. We're meeting here for the first time in a couple months, a lot of months, 2-3 months.
Long time.
It's been crazy, you know. I haven't seen this kid in like months. You know, his hair is like to his shoulders.
Close my barber.
My hair is still the same because I've been going to like a speakeasy type hair thing in the back room. I'm not even joking. I've been literally doing that until they recently opened them. I haven't gone to the barbershop yet because I don't need a trim at the moment. But yeah, it's been a really crazy few months since COVID, you know.
Definitely.
I'm not gonna lie, it really it was like a punch to the gut for like everyone.
Oh yeah.
In the United States,
especially us in New York, being the epicenter of it for the whole world.
Yeah.
There was a time where there was more cases in New York City than there was in any other country, more than Italy, more than China.
Right.
Like it got
where
bad
it started. China, where it started.
Yeah,
it's
and
crazy.
then Italy, where it hit the hardest. We had the most. But I think New York handled it really well. Right now we have not the lowest, but out of all the bigger cities like LA, Miami, Houston, we have the least out of all of those because of, I think, Cuomo, the governor of New York, handled it very well.
Better than how our lovely president handled the situation, where he said it would go out like a miracle, but that wasn't the case, obviously.
He thought it was a myth.
You know, well, what can we say? But, you know,
it is what it is.
It is what it is, you know. But you know, it I can't really like wrap my head around it because of how quickly it all happened, you know. One point I'm like halfway through my semester in college, you know, and then the other week we're freaking planning on doing virtual learning, you know, online and stuff. And to be honest with you, I'm not saying COVID was a good thing, but like it could have had came in a better like time because we were going into midterms.
Right.
And
yeah, your online midterm.
The online midterms, it made it easier for me to like study, you know, air quotes study. But I mean, like who didn't like to be honest, like who didn't cheat, you know, their midterms, their finals, you know, in a time like this, you know. During this time, I actually also got a job at Whole Foods. Shout out Whole Foods. I've been working since then. My boy here got a job at McDonald's, and then because of COVID, he got fired. Got air quote fired because temporarily fired. There you go. But yeah, it's been a whole roller coaster ride. Definitely, I remember the start. when like people were going crazy, going to the supermarkets
No
and
toilet paper.
even
No.
today, I went to
No, it's
Costco
still
recently.
low, yeah.
It's still low. I went and I didn't see a thing of toilet paper or even Bounty or stuff
That's
like
what
that.
people
Paper
are
towels,
most scared of losing is toilet paper.
toilet paper, and and it was crazy, man. I went to Costco the first like few weeks when it was like being recommended that you buy canned goods and stuff. We
Yeah.
still have it,
Mm-hmm.
but Costco was like crazy packed. I remember that, and I was like, yo, like this. I thought it was probably gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I thought
it'd
we
be
weren't gonna
yeah.
see the end of it, but thank God, it has died down a bit.
I think it was always gonna die down around this time. It's really hot in New York the last few weeks,
Yeah.
and scientifically, the CDC did say that the coronavirus gets slowed down, the progression of it, with higher temperatures. So we very well might see it hit us hard again, full force in October, November.
Right.
So I think everyone should just prepare for that.
Yeah, I hope not though, because it's a struggle, to be honest with
No,
you.
it is.
Like it's
Yo, I'd be forgetting to wear masks sometimes. I went to the supermarket the other day, which is like 3 blocks from my house. I walked all the way. I went inside. I didn't even realize I had my mask on. The guy was like, "Where's your mask?" I was like, "Oh, she's like, here, just take this one." I was like, "Okay." Then he gave me like a new clean one.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Yo, it's just like I really be forgetting."
Yeah, my mom is the same way. Like she gets annoyed because how we're doing at our house to stay clean, to try not have the virus in the house as much or whatever at all. We put our shoes in the front. Everything else stays in the front. Like if I was to wear a jean jacket, I hang it up in the front. All my pants. If I sit down on the train, we have a plastic bag in the front.
Yeah.
We just dump our clothes in there. So that's what we've been doing. But my mom, she's been like frustrated a little bit because it's a hassle to do all of that. And then when we're going out, we have to put our shoes in the front. We have to take it off. Put on the mask. Remember the mask and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's just
So
also so different. Like
Yeah.
you're not used to any of this. No one's used to this.
Of course, yeah. So, but like I've been saying it at work and like to the customers and stuff, like this is our new reality. This is what we're gonna be living through for the next who knows how long. This is going to keep going because not too long ago as well, the United States also hit the charts on new COVID cases, right? If I'm not mistaken. And that's because I guess you can not blame, but like, with all the phases going on, with everything else opening up, like the beaches in some states or like, other stuff that were closed during COVID are now reopening.
Yeah.
So, all of this is gonna, that's what I'm saying. Like, it may not spread as much, but it's still gonna hit us not as hard as it did before, but it's still gonna come back.
Definitely.
Eventually. Especially with everyone else who like, to the people who aren't wearing the mask when they're being told to wear them. It's like, come on, man. Like,
those people protesting that need their haircuts.
That need their haircuts. Well, now you can't get your stupid haircut. Now you could go get it. But our we're not experts, but our recommendation for all of y'all out there listening is to definitely wear your mask when you go outside.
Of course. It's illegal in some places to not wear a mask.
Right,
like
and
in New York, you could, if you're at a park, a train station, a store, you could get fined for not wearing a mask. So it was just wear a mask.
Just wear a mask.
It's not that hard.
I know, and some people make the excuse that you can't breathe in it. I've been wearing it since the start, and you get used to it. Like
the thing that annoys me too was like, I've seen a lot of video of these so-called Karens saying that, I have lung problems, I can't wear a mask. What's the alternative? You don't wear a mask, get coronavirus, and then die, because it affects people with lung problems so much harder.
It hits the lungs the hardest.
Yeah,
as well,
it does.
so.
Like if you have a lung problem, you should be wearing the biggest mask out of anyone.
And it's not like saying if like you're walking down the street and there's no one on the street.
You can pull it down a little bit.
You could pull it down.
Yeah, if you're.
It's just like when you're in like
close proximity.
In close proximity with someone else, or like at a store, put on the mask because you never know. You may be clean. You may have nothing, but you don't know if the guy over there or the girl over there has it or came in contact with someone that did have it.
Right.
So it's always safe to follow these precautions and stuff, because
Definitely.
You just never know. Especially like before I was wearing gloves to go to work. I don't wear them now because it's hot. But I try not to touch anything that that's not mine, or the poles on the train. I try not to touch that. And if I do, when I get to work, I go wash my hands and put on my gloves and go on my day. But that's like I said before, this is just our new reality. We just have to get to like used to it, I guess. Right now, it may suck for now, but hopefully it'll die down soon. Just like how it died down enough for football to come back in Europe, which is crazy. We went 3 months or so without football.
Honestly, the longest time we ever went without football. Because even like summer breaks, we have it's only 2 months, and we have preseason the whole time, or even the Euros, the World Cup.
Or usually there's like a summer competition.
There's always something to watch, and now it was like so long, and it felt so weird. No fans either at the stadium now. So many rule changes.
Oh yeah.
It feels so different, but also like I know, especially in Europe, in England, I saw like a poll where it was like the morale of people was down really bad. Like everyone was like Great Depression type sad.
Yeah.
And they said the return of football would like liven that up.
Of course.
So that's why they were like, they wanted to bring football back for the people, not even just to like finish the competitions or anything like that. Which I think also kind of helps.
Yeah, definitely, because something like that would keep the people busy. Obviously football is like one of those sports that bring people together, from all like backgrounds and whatnot. And especially at a time like this where you've been quarantined for who knows how long. Definitely, it'll definitely liven up some people without a doubt. Like I don't doubt that at all. Yeah. And so I'm happy that it's back. Definitely, because I get to see Chelsea play. Obviously, you're happy because you get to see Bruno Fernandes play. Forget about United. It's just Bruno Fernandes.
Bruno Fernandes it's all party right now.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
So how do you feel about United, where they stand at the moment?
I think we're doing really good right now. Obviously, people like to compare us to the likes of Liverpool right now, which is like, oh, United's so bad, they're fifth. But the last 15 games we're unbeaten. We played the FA Cup the other day. We won 2-1. That was our first goal conceded in the FA Cup so far.
Wow.
So we're doing really good. We're on the up and up right now. And I think hopefully there's more of that to come, especially if we get reinforcements this summer. I think we have a strong chance of competing for the Premier League, and I haven't felt that way in a long time.
Interesting. I heard I haven't heard any like concrete rumors on like United transfers at the moment, even though I don't follow United pages like that, but usually there would be something popping up almost every other week.
Oh yeah.
And I haven't heard anything on like one of your biggest targets, which is Sancho at the moment. I haven't heard anything.
I've actually been hearing a lot about.
Yeah.
That he is he didn't start for Dortmund, and it was someone, I'm not exactly sure who said it, maybe like a journalist or someone close to him said that his mind is already in United.
Okay.
So that's why he's not starting for Dortmund. Oh,
so he's like not focused and like they're not gonna
just like
Havertz, yeah.
They said the same thing about him.
Yeah, I was switching it a little bit to Chelsea's side. Apparently we're being linked to Kai Havertz from Leverkusen. And the manager pretty much said the same thing about Kai Havertz, that he was apparently up late watching the United Chelsea game. And that's why he wasn't starting him that day, because he wanted people who were players who were focused on the team and not, having their minds somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it on the Chelsea side, because we've actually confirmed 2 signings so far. One, I think, before Corona, which is Hakim Ziyech.
Yeah, that was.
Which is, I'm actually at first I was like, a little, skeptical about it, because he's like 27 years old. He's not that young, but he's also not that old. But I was like, all right, another midfielder. But then, I went more indefinite, and then I realized that he can play on the wings as well.
Oh yeah, no, he a great signing to any team. I think he would
Yeah, especially
Bring a
with like
lot.
his performances last year in the 18-19 season with Ajax. When he came up against like the teams when they knocked out like Real Madrid
In the Champions
from
League,
the Champions League.
Yeah.
So he was like a very like one of the crucial players
Oh,
on
yeah.
that side that season as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very hyped that he's coming over to us for next season. And also not too long ago we also signed out of the blue. Like this took me like
Oh yeah, I didn't expect this either.
I was not expecting this at all. We went and signed Timo Werner from RB Leipzig,
Mm-hmm.
and when when I find out his number, I'm buying a jersey and I'm putting him on my back because like that's a big signing from Chelsea's part.
Yeah,
Definitely.
28 goals this season in 34 matches with 8 assists as well in the Bundesliga at just 24 years old.
24 years
He
old.
made Lewandowski sweat a little bit there.
Yeah,
towards the
yeah.
end.
I think he was like right behind Lewandowski
Oh, yeah.
in goals this season. If you guys didn't know, the Bundesliga ended last week, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or 2 weeks ago.
Last weekend was the last. I don't know if it was the weekend, but yeah, last week was the last round of Bundesliga. Lewandowski finished it, my boy.
He won, I think, Player of the Season, if I'm
He
not
won
mistaken.
Player of the Season and the Golden Boot.
And Muller broke
Most assists.
Kevin De Bruyne's assist.
Record, yep.
I think it was 26 assists in the season, I think, or something
Jesus
like that.
Christ.
So,
Lewandowski 34 goals. He I think second most goals ever in a season, next to Jared Muller. But also most goals in a single season by a foreigner.
Oh, wow.
He beat Aubameyang's record actually.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he did really good this season, contender for the Ballon d'Or, I would say. But obviously, I'm a little biased.
No. It's honestly like, at the moment, it's probably like deserved.
I think.
I feel like he probably should be.
Especially since they could still win the treble.
Mm-hmm.
They potentially they have a decent chance because they're in the final of the German Cup, which takes place this weekend,
Okay.
and then
Champions League later on.
happening in
August.
So they have a decent chance. But the only thing I saw people were complaining about that the Premier League still has 6 games ish. The Serie A still has 7 games. The Liga still has a good amount of games. They're going to be playing longer. They're going to be more match fit for the Champions League compared to Bundesliga, who's already done, and now they're not. So they're going to have to set up friendlies, but everyone knows it's not the same.
Mm-hmm.
Still,
Yeah,
this whole
definitely.
thing.
Like I said before, Corona just came in messed up a lot.
Yeah.
And but definitely Lewandowski, like I was saying before, he should be top 10 next year for the Ballon d'Or.
Mm-hmm.
If nobody can
top 3,
perform
I would
like
say.
him, yeah, I was just about to say that he
Yeah.
should be top 3 at most, because this man is a goal machine, and it's
Mhm.
crazy that he's been I guess overlooked in the past, and it's come on, we need some where's the Lewandowski hype train,
Right.
when it comes to the Ballon d'Or, I know Ronaldo and Messi are up there, but they're getting old. Lewandowski is old as well, but come on,
Speaking of Ronaldo, Costa from Juventus
okay.
said that the best player in Juventus is Dybala.
Oh wow.
He said that in an interview the other day. So if your own teammates don't even rate you anymore, they getting up there in age.
Yeah. That Ronaldo just gotta, I don't know, maybe count his days
Yeah.
a little bit. Messi's still going. He
Yeah,
doesn't seem
he's
like
a
he's
little
giving
younger.
up soon. So I don't know. That whole Ballon d'Or thing is I guess corrupted a little bit.
Oh yeah, it's not. It's a popularity contest. I don't take it too seriously. Every year is gonna be who's the most popular player, not who's the best player. That
Gotcha.
year, was it 3-4 years ago? Neuer deserved it.
Okay.
I think Neuer should have won it hands down. He won the Bundesliga. He won the World Cup. He won the German Cup. He won everything there is to win that year as a goalkeeper, and the first time a goalkeeper has gone to top 3.
Yeah.
He should have won that definitely. Modric didn't deserve it.
Yeah, that Modric one was a little iffy, I was who else was up there with him? I don't even remember,
I
but
think Ronaldo, Messi, no.
I think so, but like
But no.
they were like, oh, for his World Cup performance, but
They went-
what did he do? Like he was like, you know, the motivator. They lost the final.
Yeah. Mbappe's gonna win one soon.
Right, yeah,
I'm saying that
Mbappe.
hands down.
Yeah, no, hands down. He's like what, 20 years old? 2 years? 22?
21,
Is he?
22, let me check.
I don't even know. I think he's younger than us. I think, but
He might be outright. He is
if anything,
21.
he's 21.
He
There
was
you go.
Same year as us, 98.
So he's still young. He's still got a lot more years to go. You know, he's gonna win one at least once in his career.
21 with a market value of $221 million.
Wow,
Yeah, God.
that's insane.
PSG got lucky
Mhm.
getting him quick.
Coming in from Monaco.
He won the league with Monaco, right?
He did. He actually did.
Yeah.
And then that's when PSG was like, you know what? Let's sign this kid up because you know.
They snatched him up quick.
Mm-hmm.
They tore Monaco.
Yeah, poor Monaco.
That season, Monaco got screwed over. They could not have enough money to keep anyone.
No. Even with like some new signings, they just didn't perform that year.
Even getting a new manager. What's his name?
Thierry Henry
Thierry Henry
came in, didn't help at all, got fired, and then I think it was who was it?
Got relegated too.
I think it was the guy who managed New York City FC. I forgot his name.
I wouldn't know.
I think he went, helped a little bit, then got sacked, and then they got Henry back again.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's still there. I think, if not, I'm mistaken.
He took Fabregas too, right? Does he still play?
I don't even know, man. Like Fabregas is like, he's old story.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for what he did while he was at Chelsea, winning 2 Prems, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, it's funny though because Fabregas went to Monaco because of Henry, and then a couple weeks or a month later he got sacked.
Yeah.
So Fabregas is in France with like what the hell?
Mm,
What am I supposed to do now?
I guess I'll stay.
He's like, I guess I'll stay.
Robin coming out of retirement.
Right, Robin coming out of
Joining
retirement.
his childhood team. They need.
He came full circle with that one.
Yeah, I did not expect that. Ronaldinho too coming out of retirement.
Yeah, once he's out of house arrest.
I think Maradona offered him like a few million. I don't know exactly to come back, but he has to finish his house arrest in Paraguay right now.
After faking
40 years old and you're coming out of retirement? Just
Yo, he's been doing that like he went to Mexico first and then he went back to Brazil and then whatever.
no one will ever do what Scholes did though. Come back and help us win the Premier League. Come out of retirement.
Talking about the Premier League again, Liverpool also won the Premier League officially.
This dude does not stop sending me things about it.
Who? Me?
I don't want to see it. I have not gone on Twitter in a week. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to see it. And every time I open my Instagram from this dude, it's Liverpool celebrating, Liverpool partying, Liverpool memes.
It's yeah. As a United fan, on his case, obviously he's a little butthurt about it.
A little, but I'm not. I hate when people are try to take things away from them, saying they don't deserve it because what was it? There was new rule changes. They added VAR. Coronavirus happened. I was like, they still deserve to win it. I could admit that. I'm not gonna sit here complaining about it. It is what it is. They deserve to win for sure.
Yeah, I feel like they got. I think we can both agree to what I'm about to say when they're like they got a little lucky this year because all the other teams were fighting injuries. I'm not saying Liverpool didn't have injuries, but other teams suffered major injuries.
Chelsea with the transfer ban.
We lost Eden Hazard, whatever. We couldn't bring in any players, so we had to use our youth. I'm not saying they're not doing a good job at the moment, but we are, we weren't well experienced, as we were previous seasons. Let's say Manchester United,
Well, see, the first half of the season, we didn't have the signings because Woodward is the worst director of football / transfer person / owner / manager / everything he wants to be in the world. he is so bad at negotiating. We were supposed to get Bruno Fernandes in the summer, but then Woodward made it sound like we didn't want him.
Mm-hmm.
Then he goes and gets him in January, December, whatever. I don't know. I think after the winter transfers, Bruno Fernandes obviously, in my opinion, top 3 midfielders in the league, maybe top 5. De Bruyne obviously is going to be first, but I think Bruno Fernandes is up there to be the best in the Premier League, one of the best. Igalo surprised me. I did not expect that signing, but he has done. Every game he started, he scored for us.
Oh
so
wow,
far.
that's a good stat.
Yeah,
definitely.
we brought him in to replace Rashford for temporarily because Rashford suffered a long-term injury, a back injury from carrying United. He got a back injury and he played a whole game with that back injury. But obviously coronavirus happened, lockdown, soccer ended, everyone came back fully fit, not match fit, but everyone came back
from injury.
Like Lewandowski had his surgery, Pogba had his surgery, Rashford got better, like a lot of players. So now it's like it feels like a new season, but it's not.
Yeah.
Like, we still got a lot of games to play. United still potentially 15 games this season. So we're still in 2 cups, the Premier League and
Europa.
Still in Europe. Yeah.
It's crazy because before Corona happened, in Chelsea's case, we were fighting our own injuries as well. When it came to Conte having a slight injury, he wasn't really playing games, or if he did play, he wasn't really playing well because he was still fresh off of an injury recovery. Pulisic was also an injury.
Yeah.
It kind of sucked not having him because at the moment he's being one of our top performers at the moment. I would say in the last 2-3 games that he played, he's outperformed. At the moment, I think he might have another injury again in his calf. He was feeling it a little tight in the last game against Leicester, which we won 1-0 in the FA Cup. I feel like if we lose him now, I think we might lose some of that attacking force.
He has a muscle injury and he's doubtful to play against West Ham.
Right, so
you guys do still have a decent amount of injuries.
Yeah.
Tomori still out for a decent time. Hudson-Odoi injured for a few days. Musonda still plays for Chelsea.
Yeah, he still plays for Chelsea. Surprisingly.
I have not heard about this.
And then if you see as well, Van Ginkel as well also playing on the team as well. He's out with injury as well.
Yeah.
But I don't see him or Musonda playing for Chelsea anytime soon or in the future. Which is crazy that Van Ginkel the other day signed a one year extension, but I feel like that's Chelsea being nice because where is he gonna go now? So they're probably just looking out for him because it's a funny fact that he's probably Chelsea's longest serving player at the moment.
Wow.
Because he's been there for that long, but he hasn't played for us in that long.
That's crazy.
So yeah, he's one of the, I guess, veterans of the club at the moment out of anyone there.
Yeah. Speaking of clubs doing nice things for players, United, recent news, they decided not to release any youth players.
I've read about that, yeah. I think that's pretty
I think the
dope.
only club in the Premier League did that, and then you compare that to Liverpool, who didn't even pay their staff. Their match day staff. United had a program. I know a few other teams had this program too. I just don't know them off the top of my head. Program where people would get paid for each day, every match day staff. So the groundsmen, the concession people, everyone that would be in Old Trafford working on the match day would get paid for that day. And also when Premier League returns, they're still going to get paid. So now they're still getting paid even though the season would have ended. Yeah. Meanwhile, you have Liverpool who they got a lot of shit for this. They made
I remember when that happened.
They made all their staff take basically unemployment.
Pay cuts or stuff like that, and then they got a lot of heat from it, and then they reverted back to going ahead and paying for their staff and stuff like that.
I just looked it up. Van Ginkel has 2 appearances for Chelsea.
There you go. Yeah, he played pretty well back in the day when he was fit, but then I remember he got that leg injury that took him out for the rest of the season, and it all just went downhill from there. he did perform pretty well in the Dutch league in the the Dutch league.
Eredivisie.
Eredivisie. There you go. And talking about the Eredivisie, I think they finished the league, but Ajax didn't get the trophy.
I think, they did a null and void.
Yeah,
which was what everyone was hoping for the Premier League. But yeah, France did a similar thing where they ended their season early, but
PSG still got the title.
Yeah, because France was the only league in Europe that had a standing rule in the rule book saying that if the season can't be finished due to whatever reason, the team at first place gets the trophy.
Right.
So I think now you're gonna see a lot more of these rules pop up for other leagues.
Right.
But
you said back then that this rule was implemented during one of the world wars.
Yeah, I
right?
think it was during World War II where they obviously couldn't. They were fighting on two different sides. They couldn't. They obviously couldn't play football. So
it's crazy though. Definitely. I think now with what happened with COVID, I think a lot of leagues should be better preparing themselves for God forbid something like this were to happen again in the future.
Right. A lot of leagues are already making, obviously Premier League, a lot of new rules. The water breaks.
Yeah. Where
they also sanitize the entire stadium, the goalposts, the corner flags, the seats, everything. 5 substitutions in a match. Which I think might stay for a while. Even in the FA
Quite
Cup,
possibly.
we had 6 substitutions in the FA Cup. First time in English history, that United game there was 6 substitutions.
That's a whole different squad right there.
Yeah. Also, United. I think the first time in European football, United made a substitution of 5 players at once in a professional game, not a friendly.
Oh, that's crazy.
We were playing against. I don't remember who we won 3-0. Marshall got his hat trick. We run 5 players at one time. It felt like a completely different game.
Yeah, because you're taking out all the tired players and then bringing in some fresh legs and stuff. And obviously it's going to, either move the ball faster, obviously, against the tired team. So, I think it's probably a good rule. Like you said, that should stay.
Even maybe not 5, but even 4.
4,
a little one extra. It doesn't really hurt.
Maybe 6 is too much, but
6 because FA Cup had a rule where you go to overtime if you have one extra substitution.
It's understandable why they're doing it now, because
players have to play every 3 days.
Like I said the other day when Chelsea won, I was. It might sound bad, but I was in a way hoping that Chelsea would lose, so that there'd be more focus on the league.
You weren't hoping they would lose. You just wouldn't be upset if they lost.
Yeah, I wouldn't be upset. Yeah, okay, let me rephrase that. I wouldn't be upset if they lost, because then we would have more focus on the Prem, since we wouldn't be playing any cup games, but now we have to play another cup game against United, which I think that whole thing was set up perfectly, I think. And it's not only Manchester United versus Chelsea, it's also Manchester City versus Arsenal. And I texted him the other day, it's United versus Chelsea, United beating Chelsea 3 times in a row this season so far. That's in a way, I guess, Chelsea's time to step up and hopefully
have their revenge.
Hopefully have a little revenge. And then City versus Arsenal, it's teacher versus student, where Pep Guardiola and Mikel Arteta used to work together when, Arteta used to be assistant manager at City. So,
but let's be honest, do Arsenal stand a chance?
They don't. They
don't.
don't.
I don't want to make fun of Arsenal, but you kind of have to at this point.
Let's lean our heads back and laugh.
It's too easy to make fun of Arsenal at this point.
Arsenal,
they make it too easy.
What are they on? 9th place, even lower maybe?
Something like that.
It's terrible what they're going through, but as a Chelsea fan, I could care less.
Oh, yeah, as a United fan, I don't care.
I don't care.
It sounds bad.
They could.
Yeah, they're currently sitting on 9th
place. There you go.
Only 3 points behind 13.
With their 80 million signing in Pepe, who majorly flopped this season. Apparently, at the start of the season, it was told that he wanted to come to Chelsea.
Wow.
but because of the transfer ban, he didn't want to wait another season or half a season. So he took the first opportunity that he got. He went to Arsenal, which is stupid because who wants to go to Arsenal at the moment? And I also heard that Willian apparently might be going to Arsenal as well.
I heard United.
I'm hearing both.
I heard
yeah,
both.
I heard
So
concrete
I
though.
hope
that...
he goes to Arsenal because I don't want Woodward to see it like we can get Willian for what, 10 million, 20 million?
Right, or free, I think even.
Oh, really?
I think even for free.
So we can get Willian for free, so we don't need Sancho. I don't want him to, because Woodward has that kind of mentality. And I don't want that.
I'm not saying Willian is trash or bad or anything.
No, he's just old.
He is old, yeah, obviously. Old. He's like 30, 31 maybe even, I don't know. But I think he's still got a good 1-2 years left in him.
He's 31 years old.
31, there you go. So, like, you know, I wouldn't say whatever he fits in any team, if I'm being honest. If he were to go to United, I think you shouldn't be that upset.
I wouldn't be that upset, but it's just like I would much rather have Sancho.
Yeah, of course.
Who is, I think, better than Willian right now. And he still has his prime to come. He's still young. But if we couldn't get Sancho and we still need a right wing, I would take Willian there like we took Mata from Chelsea and he
Mata,
really
Matic.
Well. Matic also performing really well.
So, but yeah,
Mourinho.
You know, that's all up in the air at the moment. It's just speculations and rumors. We don't know. But going forward, like, for United, you still, like, who do you want coming in for United besides Sancho, since we overheard you say that?
I'll say Sancho still. I have 3 in mind. I think we need a attacker, a midfielder, and a defender.
Okay.
Ideally, Sancho as a new right winger, because Dan James is not a starter. He as much as I want him to be, as much as the United fan base loves him, he's just not, like, he could run fast, but that's it.
Yeah.
He still needs to develop.
He doesn't know what to do inside the box.
Midfielder, I wouldn't mind Grealish.
Okay.
And defender, ideally I would want Koulibaly, but I don't know how Chelsea linked to him too.
It's like rumors, I guess. It's not nothing like strong. Because you were just saying that you wouldn't want someone older, and Koulibaly is older.
See, I think defense is different though.
Okay.
I think defense and goalkeeper, I would want someone older and more experienced, especially since we have a lot of youth defenders.
Okay.
Like, I think Koulibaly, someone like Koulibaly playing a few seasons while our youngsters develop alongside Maguire.
True.
With Wan-Bissaka and Shaw, that would be a really strong defense.
That would be a solid defense.
And then our midfield, if we had Bruno, Pogba, and Grealish, and then Martial, Rashford, and Sancho, I think that's a Premier League winning team, a contender anyway.
I think Grealish might definitely be going to you guys.
Oh yeah.
Because at the moment, Aston Villa is like 19th. So they're going back down to the Premiership.
And they don't like him. He keeps getting fined. He keeps getting arrested. Not arrested.
There you go. So he's probably almost pretty much confirmed going to United, unless someone else goes and goes for him. So those are your 3, right?
Yeah.
You know, your 3 future, hopefully, people you want coming in for the club. For me, I feel like we need. Okay, I know Chelsea Twitter is something else. Chelsea Twitter is like. Mixed. They're like, oh, we should go for Chilwell. Oh, we should go for Telles, Tagliafico even. I feel like maybe we do need a left back, but we also need a center back.
Yeah.
Because at the moment, our center backs, besides Rudiger, in my opinion, aren't doing so great. Recently, Christensen has been doing pretty good.
Now he's injured. Proving
his worth, and he's also, I think it was during the Leicester game or the game before that where he came out with a small little knock. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Hopefully we get to see him back on the pitch. But yeah, I don't have anyone in mind. I'm just, this is just me talking. Definitely we don't need another midfielder because our midfield is stacked. Yeah. It might not be the best, but it's a young midfield in the likes of like Billy Gilmore, Mason Mount. I don't want to say Ruben Loftus-Cheek, but Ruben Loftus-Cheek, he's coming back from injury, so that's like, in a way, rejuvenating our midfield. We still have Jorginho, Kante, Kovacic, who's been an outstanding player this season for us. Am I missing someone? Barkley has popped up for a few games. I'm not saying he's the best or whatever, like I mentioned in the previous podcast. He's only good at cup games. He's not good at, like, playing for us, starting 11 in the Prem.
And
Ziyech's coming in. So there you go. That's what I'm saying. We don't need another midfield. I see the memes where it's like Chelsea's focusing more on their attack, not their midfield and the defense. I feel like the midfield is okay. The defense we need more focus on, definitely.
What do you think about goalkeeper?
Goalkeeper,
Because
my boy Kepa, he's been a little bit disappointing, but it's not his fault entirely. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I mean, I wouldn't mind if we went for like Onana. Onana's a lot taller. He's, I think, probably a little younger, a year or two younger than Kepa at the moment. So I wouldn't mind Onana, maybe if it was like a swap deal or something like that, a swap deal plus cash. Although I know they probably wouldn't give us extra cash for Kepa at the moment.
Yeah, Onana's 24.
I think Kepa's like 25, even 26.
Kepa is 25, yeah.
There you go.
Only 6 clean sheets in the Prem.
There you go. And Onana, also one of the key players for Ajax in those previous seasons in the Champions League, obviously. So he definitely has some Champions League experience. But he was also heavily linked to us during COVID and I think before COVID, like when Kepa was having that poor run of form. And I think even Ziyech was like, I want him at Chelsea with me. So it's like a Hazard Courtois type thing. Where like Courtois went to Real Madrid and then he's like, I want Hazard to come with me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed. If that happens, I wouldn't be upset. I'm just like, what's going to happen with Kepa is, the next question, like if we get Onana.
And do you think you guys need to focus on a new right winger?
I wouldn't.
Because who do you have in that position right now?
I don't think we should be worrying about like a right winger. And I'll tell you why. Because at the moment we have what's it called? We have Pulisic. When he's fit and ready, he can play the left wing. When Odoi finally comes back, fully recovered and fully match fit.
Oh, did I say left wing?
You said right wing.
Oh, okay, got you.
Odoi can play the right wing.
Yeah.
And then it's also, been shown that Ziyech and I think Werner can play both wings.
Okay.
So even if we don't sign a new winger, I wouldn't be too upset. Because at the beginning, we were battling it out with like, United and stuff like that. And then, with like Sancho. So I think I said it to you a couple weeks ago where like if we don't sign Sancho, I wouldn't be too upset because we've got players who can adapt to other formations, and that's what I've also read about Frank Lampard's plan, where he wants players who are not like fully like stuck to that one position. Like you said you definitely want someone like that because they're mainly focused on that.
Yeah, all his game style is completely different.
Yeah,
his philosophy, if you want to call it that, is players to play in their natural position and perfect that position. Like that's why we're like we want a natural, good right winger who could maybe play left wing, but not drop back into Cam or even CM. Like just someone who's naturally that position who could perfect that position and be the best in the league in that position.
So so that's what Lampard. That's not what Lampard wants. But Lampard wants players that can adapt to any situation. So that's why the likes of like Werner and Ziyech were like bought into the club because Werner can also play the wings. I think he's played left wing several times. Ziyech has played obviously the midfield and he's played on the right wing in some games. I'm not saying he always plays that
I'm
position,
looking it up now and it says Ziyech's preferred primary position for Ajax has been right wing.
So there you go. So like Ziyech is 27. Odoi is really young. He's like 20 years old or such. So I feel like our wings are not that bad at the moment. We know with the players coming in.
Yeah.
We had Pedro. Well, we still have Pedro and Willian. We won't.
Pedro's leaving. Right?
Yeah, Pedro is leaving to Roma. Now that I remember, he's going to Roma. So we won't have him no more.
Serie A love buying old United players.
Old Premier League players.
Premier League players, not United. Sorry, that's
mainly United, but
United a few too. No, Premier League, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but you know, Pedro's leaving, so we're definitely. I feel like if when they both leave, we're gonna be pretty okay.
Yeah.
Because Mason Mount also be playing on the wing sometimes. Ruben Loftus-Cheek has been experimenting playing on the wing as well, which is weird because I feel like he's more of like an attacking midfielder, probably even a striker, even if he's feeling ambitious because he's tall and he's pretty pacey.
Yeah.
At times. So yeah, I feel like we just need to mainly focus on like our defense, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah.
So but now bringing it to like the virtual side of football, FIFA 20.
Oh boy.
Big sigh from my boy over here.
Boy.
Do you want me to start it or do you want to?
You could start it positive.
Alright, we're gonna start positive when it comes to FIFA 20. Although, is there a lot of okay? In my experience this year, it's been pretty positive. If I'm being honest with you guys, I haven't had the start I had with FIFA this year, like I had in previous years, because previous years my pack luck was like terrible. I'd pack minimum 82s. Once in a blue moon, I'd pack someone rated 85 or above.
I would pack you good players.
He would pack me good players. He would have his team would be stacked with like 85 and up, and
right
he would have
start, yeah.
and even towards the end he would have a really insane team.
Yeah.
Packing team of the seasons left and right.
Oh yeah.
But this year that luck faced me, and I was able to have. I wouldn't say a very pleasant year playing FIFA 20 because obviously there's been those times when I really struggled, especially during especially during like Foot Champs.
Oh my god.
But Foot Champs is Foot Champs, so we all know what that's like. But definitely Rivals was a sweat fest this year. Everyone's being a little sweaty bastard this year, so it's hard. I understand what like Damien here struggled a little bit to catch up. But it competitively it was a little satisfying.
I think the gameplay was so awful.
I can agree with that. Yes.
Like it's just like everyone plays the exact same way, and either you adapt and play sweaty and don't have fun. And Miniminter in his podcast said this: to play FIFA, you can't play football. You have to play FIFA.
Right.
So you can't. We play it as we're like, oh, in real life, this cross would go in and he would score this header. You can't think like that in FIFA 20. You have to play FIFA 20. You can't play football. And that's like the main thing he said that I was like, that is completely right. Like, you can't play it as you see it on TV. Because everyone plays the exact same way.
Yeah, definitely. Because everything is like following the meta and stuff. And the meta always wins.
Of course.
And it's like, it's not like back in the day where you could literally go in with like a full gold team and, win. Now it's like if you don't have minimum 4 icons, you're going to lose.
Prime icon moments
and stuff like that.
Team of the seasons.
And it's crazy. It's sad because obviously I play this game. I've been playing this game since FIFA 11, I think, or 12 even. When I was on the Xbox, and it's sad obviously because now it's like really really competitive. You can't even play this game casually anymore, because it's always you're always coming up against someone who's like with the paciest forwards or the really strong defense, etc. etc. So I understand the struggle.
Yeah, the frustration.
Especially with like the pack weight as well. Where you could be grinding Foot Champs and you could end in like gold something, whatever. Your player picks could be utmost the trashiest picks. And it's crazy, We've been witnesses to that. Obviously, Damien hasn't had, the
pack luck that I always have.
The pack luck that he's always had, and his player pick hasn't been always the best when he's played Foot Champs.
I got my Tellez, but
I got his tellers, but
Well, yeah, you got the tellers,
I saved them that one time, and but still, like,
it's just I feel like other FIFAs, even though I'm not the best FIFA player, I don't skill. I have a good team. I could enjoy games. I could win games. I could play games. Now, it's just no. In my opinion, no point of playing games for me because any game I come up, even if they have a worse team than me, they're gonna skill and play FIFA. They're gonna play FIFA and they're gonna win. So safe to say, I will not be buying FIFA 21.
Yeah, he says he's not planning on buying FIFA 21. Obviously I will be buying it because to release some content here on the channel. I'm not saying I'm being forced to, but I don't know. I think
You're willing
I'll always
to give them a chance.
I'm always going to be enjoy playing FIFA, even whatever, because even without the pack luck in the past, I've been decent.
Yeah.
Last year wasn't my first time that I reached gold 3 in Foot Champs. I didn't have the best team, but I still managed to go up on gold 3. So, it's a struggle, but I feel like it's like if you can build your team from nothing and then end it well, I think that's like good enough for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's about adapting or whatever. So that's what I've been doing these past few years. Just recently, I've been doing it air quote competitively when it comes to like Foot Champs and stuff like that. So, but it happens. You either adapt or you sink. You sink or you swim. So.
Sink or you swim, and no, I'm not. I don't see myself buying FIFA. The only thing I would miss is career mode. But I don't think they're going to change career mode, so I can go back to FIFA 14 and play career mode and it'd be the same exact thing. So I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. Obviously not having my boy here playing FIFA with me, or like he sharing who we packed, or the latest SPC that released.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck. So I might have to buy it for him, so he could own a copy of FIFA 20. But he did say if he were to buy it, he wouldn't be buying points.
I'm not spending $1 on points unless points are given to me. I'm not spending my own money on this game, especially after this year.
Yeah. So.
If I were to get it, I would try to do a Road to Glory, no money spent, which I don't think would go well, but
you did somewhat start that on Tereya's account.
Right? Yeah, I played like
a couple games.
4 games. Got a non-Virgo team. So if I kept going with it, I would get like an okay team. But I just know myself, I would be so tempted to spend money.
Yeah.
I would be so tempted.
So it's like
I would need to remove my card from my console.
Yeah. But that's a game that I've been playing. Yeah. In terms of video games,
I deleted my FIFA.
I recently started playing FIFA because we've been playing nonstop Warzone.
We've been grinding, us and our friends. Shout out Jarrell, Dev, maybe Brian.
Right, go ahead and subscribe to my boy Jarrell's channel, which is Rel's Corner. Yeah. If anything, I'll put it down in the description later. So you guys can go ahead and check out the one video he has where he played quads with my boy Damien here and my other guys over there. What was it? A 20+ kill game, right?
I don't think that was the.
I think so. I don't know.
I don't remember. We've won a good amount of games.
Yeah. So.
I've really a Tricky Towers video to come soon.
Yeah, a
little sneak peek.
I've been really enjoying Warzone though.
Oh yeah.
Better than like Blackout when I was out.
God, so much better.
It's a lot better than Blackout in my opinion. Even
I feel like I haven't enjoyed Call of Duty like this in a long time.
Yeah, hands down. Warzone has definitely been like,
and it's been helpful that we have people to play it with too.
Yeah. Because back then we were playing Fortnite. It was just me and him.
Yeah.
Going at it 24/7. Fortnite for me, I don't play it anymore.
I barely play it too.
Because I've been busy with Warzone and stuff like that, and sometimes FIFA here and there.
Yeah.
So but I'm really enjoying Warzone. At the moment, especially with Season 4 that started not too long ago. All the new operators coming out. Captain Price, Gaz being in the store at the moment. So, and also with like the new map, small little map detail changes, which is it's starting to like take shape within the Warzone story.
Yeah, like that whole intel.
Yeah, the whole intel stuff.
Where like people blew up the airport and that kind of stuff.
The stuff having to do with like the what's it called, the bunkers and stuff. You know what's hidden behind Bunker 11. The nuke being in there, and like the countdown with something potentially happening probably at the end of the season or at the start of next season. Who knows?
I don't see them doing anything too big like Fortnite does, which I think a lot of people are comparing them to Fortnite because, yeah.
Fortnite's been able to do like live events and stuff like that.
So I think Call of Duty gonna do anything that crazy, but hopefully we hope for some map changes because we played it so much it's getting a little stale.
It is getting a little stale.
We have our little strategies that we do. Certain places we land, but yeah, we still enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it.
I'm hoping for some nerfs and some buffs for some guns. Like I think the Grau is I use the Grau, but I don't want to use the Grau. It's way too OP to not use. Okay. That gun does not move at all. Like, it doesn't have no recoil.
Yeah, I heard that the Grau patch is imminent. So we're bound to... Maybe the next time we hop on Warzone, that Grau is not going to be as good as it was before.
Call of Duty has done a great job of listening to the community. Like, when everyone was complaining about Snake Shot.
Oh, the Snake Shots were disgusting at first.
It was so... Like, you were not beating Snake Shot. Someone had Snake Shot, which was the Akimbo revolvers.
Yeah.
Someone had that. You were dying. It was so unenjoyable because every single person was running that.
So as soon as you came up with someone against...
You're dead. And if you didn't have it, you're dead.
You might as well start looking for another lobby.
Honestly. But then they changed that as soon as it became a problem, and
now nobody rocks the Snake Shots.
Now I rarely see it, and it's not a problem anymore. People that do run it, it's still okay, but you're still gonna... It's more of a fair fight now.
Yeah.
Which is what I hope they do with the Grau.
Yeah, because recently I've been trying out other guns at the moment since I know the Grau patch is coming anytime soon. So I've been rocking the Ram 7, I think it is.
Yeah.
I've been rocking with that. That one feels pretty okay.
Yeah, I'm trying out the M13.
The HDR I recently started using.
Oh, yeah.
That one's, when I've been playing with it in like multiplayer, has been pretty nasty. The one shots. I feel like it's a little better than the AX50 in my opinion. But you know, I've also been using the AX50, so you know, I'm not saying I've been playing with one gun. So I know what it's like to be playing with both. So I'm you know, overall I can go with either or.
Yeah.
I think the HDR is a little bit more accurate.
I'm just hoping for that new sniper.
Oh yeah, the new sniper that's coming out. Hope maybe this. Yeah, I think
this season.
Somewhere along the line this season, it might be like
a Barrett 50 cal.
Like a Barrett. It looks like a Barrett 50 cal. And I think it might be like a weapon bundle though. I'm not sure.
I would buy it.
Or it might come out with like an operator or something like that. Something like that. I don't know.
I don't think they would do that. I don't think there's a gun in the game that you can't get for free.
Yeah, maybe you have to grind to it for
Probably you could either buy it or you could, like every other gun they've done that with.
Yeah,
You could either buy it and have it instantly, or you could do like, I don't know, get 10 kills with a sniper in 20 different games or something like that.
So we're just, you know, we're waiting for that to come out. Who knows when.
Yep.
Don't listen to me because I don't have, you know, hardcore.
We don't work for that.
Concrete facts. Yeah. So I don't know if it's gonna come out in a bundle or you know you have to grind for it. I don't know. We're just basing it off what was released previously with other guns, that were supposed to come out in the other that came out in the previous season. So you know, obviously, don't listen to me. This is just what I've heard, what I've read, around in the interwebs on YouTube and stuff and such. So yeah, but I did hear a while back. I don't think I've mentioned this in a podcast before. That you know, the next Call of Duty that comes out is obviously now confirmed to be another Black Ops game. It's like a remake.
Like Modern Warfare.
Yeah, like Modern Warfare. That came out last year. So this year is gonna be Black Ops.
I think it's just Black Ops, right?
I think it's Black Ops Cold War. I think it's gonna be called or something like that.
I'm not. Like that.
I don't remember. Yeah, and I've heard that they're gonna try and like connect Warzone with like the new Black Ops, because I think the new Black Ops is also gonna have like a Warzone
They're gonna
type.
have to have a battle royale.
Yeah, so they're gonna have like they're gonna try and connect the stories. I think if I read that, and you know, that was a while back that I saw a video on that where they were.
Which that would be pretty cool. Because the thing with Call of Duty, like the same thing with Blackout, you can't like with compared to Fortnite, where Fortnite you could is lasted what 5-6 years now, 4 years, while Call of Duty ever only lasts a year.
Yeah.
And I think Warzone has the potential to keep going past the 1 year lifespan of Call of Duty, but they're gonna have to do something, like you said, connected either to Black Ops and they're gonna have to release it for free for PS5. I think.
Yeah.
At least just the Warzone, but yeah, I don't know. They're gonna have to do something. They're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah, because it's like with Call of Duty, it's like the game could go on for like 4 years, but after it hits like 5-6 years, they shut down the servers.
Yeah, I don't think after the first year people don't play it much anymore.
Yeah, so there you go.
A new one.
Yeah, because it's not like Fortnite where like Call of Duty releases a game every year.
Yeah.
It's always like a different a different company or a different studio that does it. So you know, I think this year is Treyarch who's gonna be working on the new Black Ops. Obviously,
I hope they work together, like you said. That would be ideal for them and for us.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I can't. I just can't wait. You know, obviously for the PS5.
Oh
when that's dropping. I think later this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
right?
around the winter, late fall time.
I want to hear your opinions on the design.
I love the design so much. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of people love it. I think it's such a big step up from the PS5.
It's very like sleek.
It's very so like, clean looking, and I love the color scheme.
Mm-hmm.
And
instead of going with the usual black, they went with the white with some like black edges and the blue light coming out of it. It looks very nice. Like it looks really nice. Like I wouldn't like if I really like the black though. I've seen concepts of it looking black.
See, I did too, and I prefer the white. I don't know.
No, I dig the black one. I've seen the concept.
I want to wait for if there's bundles released.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of how, I don't know if you saw Terraria's PS4 with the Black Ops 3 edition. That looks sick. If they release like I saw a really cool Last of Us concept, which if they do like a really cool like bundle with another game, I might buy that.
Okay.
But I also wouldn't mind the white one because I think it's really nice.
And this time around, they're releasing a digital version, and they're also releasing one for regular physical copies of games.
Which one are you getting? I'm undecided.
I'm saying the same thing because
normally I would get the normal version because I just love. I feel like the PS5, even the cases for the games will look nice to have, but so many issues this year with physical copies
at the moment.
Our friend Dev
in our circle, our friend Dev's PlayStation got corrupted because he tried installing or playing the new Last of Us game that came out.
So now he has to send his PS4 back. Same thing happened to me a while back, and same thing with FIFA this year. I deleted it on my account by accident. I accidentally deleted all my games. And I tried to re-download it and I couldn't. It wouldn't work. So then the other day I rage quit, deleted FIFA 20, and I was like, you know what? I want to play career mode. Let me download it back. And the same thing happened. It said it was corrupted. I got scared. I was like, I'm not breaking a PS4. I deleted it instantly. I was like, and that's all physical copies. I've now had a problem with the digital. Yeah. Right. So I don't know. I'm undecided. I might get the normal one and then just maybe get some digital and some physical copies here and there.
I would get the I would get the digital one if it had more storage.
Yeah, and it would be cheaper.
More storage compared to like the physical one because the problem I had with my PlayStation was obviously the space. Mm-hmm. Because GTA alone is like 100 gigs.
Call of Duty 200.
Call of Duty
196, I think.
Yeah, Call of Duty is nearing that 200 mark. So if I was to get the digital version, I would be expecting it to be like at least 2 terabytes. At least.
Yeah,
because
I mean, I'm paying more for storage. Even if PS5 gonna be expensive, people complaining it's rumored $700. People pay $1,000 for a phone that lasts 2 years, 3 years. PS5 will last you years.
Right.
So I don't mind spending a little more on it and getting the best version possible, since I'm gonna be using it a lot for a long time.
So we're. Do you think it's actually gonna be costing that $700?
No one really knows yet. I think that $700 was an Amazon leak, but from what our friend Devin told me, that was just like the pre-order price, or like I don't know. It was all the thing that I'm most happy with is that they didn't go with that V shape. That was the
because it's the PlayStation 5 and the Roman numeral for the 5 is a V.
But I think that V was a real thing.
If you look at it closely, it's a V shape. The way it's like outlined, it's like a small V.
The remember that V shaped PS5? That was a developer PS5.
Okay.
So they could like do all the stuff on it and have it like that or something like that. But they never said it was gonna look like that, which I'm happy it didn't, because that would have turned so many people away from the PS5.
Yeah. Because everyone's making fun of the way
the Xbox.
The Xbox, the new X series, whatever, is coming out looking like a whole mini fridge, a blacked out mini fridge.
It looks so ugly. Like it's just a big box. Like,
yeah. That I don't know about that one. Good thing I switched. Made the switch to the PlayStation 4 when I had the chance. But yeah, I'm just excited to see what's to come. With the PlayStation 5, all the new games coming out.
So far, I'm not. There was a few games at the release video that I was a little excited for, but I was kind of disappointed.
Okay.
But I never watched one of those before. And from what, again, our friend Devin was saying, that usually they just do like the games, the quote unquote bad games, the games like people don't care about that much in those, and then the AAA titles are what's to come later on, closer to release date, is when you'll see all those trailers start to pop up, which that's probably what I'll be excited for.
Yeah, everyone got a little too excited when they
the GTA
trailer.
The Rockstar logo right at the start. The first thing was the Rockstar logo. I was hyped. I was like, no way.
Yeah, everyone's been waiting for this new GTA 6 to come out for years now. But there's always been rumors that it's coming out with the next system. But in reality, it was GTA 5 being promoted heavily.
GTA 5 Online.
GTA 5 Online being promoted for free for new PlayStation 5 users, I think it was, right?
Free for 3 months, I think.
Yeah, we don't know if it's like...
No, I think it means you have 3 months to buy it, and then once you have it, you have it.
Or it's like free for 3 months and then you have to buy it, we don't know. Yeah. We're just, thinking out loud. We don't know. We're not Rockstar to be saying yes or no. This is what we're speculating.
I just can't believe that game lasted 3 systems long.
Right. It lasted the three PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. Now it's the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and then now it's gonna be the PlayStation 5 and the Series X that's coming out later this year. Which is crazy, when have you seen a game do that?
Yeah.
Surviving 3 systems, man. And it's not remastered, so it's like that remaster doesn't count.
And anytime you go on a game online, like to join a server, it's always full.
Yeah, it's always full.
I've never, unless you try to find an empty one, you're gonna get one with 30 whatever people, and it's like people are still playing it heavily. So Rockstar's done a great job with that, and I don't know. I hope GTA 6 comes soon, but...
Yeah, if not, we're just going to have to keep playing...
Maybe for the PS6. GTA 6 for the PS6?
GTA, yeah. I would. There's a strong possibility that might happen, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about Fortnite? You got something to say about Fortnite? Or?
Not much. The new season, for anyone who does play it, home map's underwater now. Most of it. But the water already starting to shrink. The maps are I think in like 2 weeks or something, the map's gonna be completely back to normal. So it was just
pointless.
Epic's just disappointing time and time again, just disappointing everyone with the updates. I think they set the bar too high for themselves with Chapter
the
1.
first season. Yeah, Chapter 1, I mean.
And then now they're just like, I don't know if it's, I know like it's harder to do a lot of work because of coronavirus.
Yeah.
But
Could be a factor. Yeah.
I don't know. They could do better. They could do better.
Chapter 1 for me, enjoyable. I really liked it. I've said it in the podcast before. I've gave them a lot of credit for all their live events, everything they were doing. I gave them a lot of credit. When it came to Chapter 2, it began to die down for me.
Yeah.
The map change was really huge, and I wasn't liking it. Everything changed a lot. So I wasn't digging the whole change, even though change is good. But I personally didn't like the new change with Fortnite.
It seemed lazy. It seemed like there was still so much left for them to do in Chapter 1. So many like little like the bunker and like the dragon eggs and like so many things they could have still progressed on that they just were like, you know what, let's just start over. One thing I will say, whoever idea was to get rid of the pump and add the charge shotgun. If I see you, we're fighting. That shotgun, you don't play Fortnite. It holds 3 bullets.
Oh, man.
You have to load down the aim thing. The longer you aim it down, the more damage it does.
Oh, okay.
But it's so inaccurate.
Oh.
And so you have to just sit there holding it while you're getting shot at, and then you shoot. It's that shotgun is garbage.
Yeah, and also that, like, they were removing a lot of, favorite guns.
They removed my heavy sniper for the second time.
And there you go. So it's like, and replacing it with, like, crappier weapons. Like, I don't like it when, like, they do that.
Yeah.
I wasn't liking it when they did that. Especially when, like, I think they, like, decreased the damage when it came to the SCAR and stuff like that. And then after that, it was just like...
SCAR, they reduced
there you
damage,
go, yeah.
which is the gun you really liked.
So, and from there, it was just like, either I'm playing this or I have to, like,
The John Wick game would also just
ruined
you mentally.
If I'm being honest, that when the John Wick game mode came out, we were grinding that heavily, but it was just a nightmare to play.
Just for a black umbrella.
For a black umbrella that you eventually got by yourself.
That game was horrible. I was playing, because it was quads, but I was alone and I didn't want to fail. So I was playing solo quads and I ended up winning it.
For me, it was like, you turned 1 second, there's someone behind you, you kill them, and if not, there's someone above you, and I mean, it's a regular Fortnite game, but it's like
with respawns.
With respawns, and it was just so hectic because everyone was coming at you from all different angles, and playing that 24/7 because it was out for a week or so, and we were just grinding that hard, and it was just it got to me, man. I just couldn't. I gave up with that.
We won't talk about that. We don't talk about
it was a traumatic experience. I am suffering from PTSD from that. Every time I see a John Wick skin, I just, go to my corner and I cry. And then I just go and play Warzone. I go and play Warzone. Warzone is like, it's not compared to Fortnite when you playing Battle Royale. It's like more like strategic.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
it's more war.
Yeah, it's very war-like. Like, if you're landing at airport, you go to the tower, loot up a little bit, hold down the tower because don't
release our strategy.
No, don't listen. You go to promenade and you loot all the houses and then you move towards like train station and you hold down the roof over there and stuff like that.
No, the best was when they removed the helicopters we would sit on top of stadium all game.
Oh, you guys are doing that, yeah. I did it for a couple times with you guys.
We would just be laying there, just on our phones, just sitting there for like 15-20 minutes at a time.
Like the riveting gameplay you guys like to play. I don't know. I don't mind sitting there and camping a little bit, but I like having a little action when I play. So that's why when I can play solo, play solo, I play solo. Yeah. I've had my fair solo wins this season with like 10+ kills, in the recent times. I'm still working on the next video to be released in my other solo win where I got 10+ kills, breaking my previous record in solos. I also have to work on our previous squad win that we recently won the other day. That one was really good.
Which one?
The one where I was the last one alive.
Oh,
And then
the one where the game you won?
the game where I won, but you know, it was all in the moment. It was by myself. I was against like 3 other teams, and yeah, it was all in the moment. When it comes out, you guys will understand.
You gotta see it.
So yeah, I'm excited to be working on that soon, and I'm just excited with what's to come, obviously, and not just Call of Duty wise, and system wise. You know, I'm ready for the future.
Are you playing any other games?
I am not playing it. Well, I just now downloaded Battlefront 2. That's, if for anyone who doesn't know what that is, that's a Star Wars type war game.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like Call of Duty, but it's it's a shooter.
First person shooter, right?
Yeah, no, it's I think a third person.
Oh, it's third person.
Yeah, it's like Fortnite, like a Fortnite.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Third
that.
person, yeah.
It doesn't. I don't think it has a battle royale. But I did have Battlefront 1, and I really enjoyed
PS4,
it.
Right?
Yeah, it came with my PS4. I really did enjoy it when I had it. I was grinding that because that was like the only game I had when I first got the PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5. You see, I'm already in the future now. PlayStation 4, I mean. So, but yeah, I enjoyed this. So I just now, because it's free at the moment at the time of recording, it's free.
For another 2 days?
For another 2 days or so.
Days, yeah.
It's free on if you have PlayStation Plus. So I went and downloaded. I've been holding it off for so long, and then recently today you sent us the list of the new games coming out next month. So I was like, oh yeah, I have to download it. So I was on the PlayStation and I just downloaded it real quick. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and play that a little bit. I know you recently did the free trial for.
I recently found out, thanks to our friend Devin, who's keep mentioning him. He's basically a PS expert.
Yeah.
He knows all about it. He introduced me to PS Now, which I didn't know. I knew it was like
a streaming service.
I vaguely knew about it. I didn't know it was you just pay $10 a month and you have hundreds of games to choose from that you could play instantly. You don't have to download them if you don't want to. You can stream them. And I've been playing Sly Cooper, which was my favorite game trilogy as a kid, which I didn't even know there was a 4th game.
Oh wow!
So I beat the 3rd one again, and now I've been playing the 4th one. Okay. Trying to platinum it, which I don't see happening, but at least try to win it and get all the collectibles. That's really all I'm trying to do. And there's a lot more games. I've been playing the Spider-Man game. I've just been like trying games here and there. Right. If I don't like it, it's fine. I didn't pay for it. I just turn it off and try a new game.
So with PS Now, do you need PlayStation Plus to have that?
No, I think it's a separate thing. Okay. You pay for that monthly.
Okay.
So it's $10 a month as well, along with PS Plus, like same price, or you could pay $40 for a year. But yeah, I might hold off. After I finish Life 4, I might hold off on getting it until PS5 comes out. Right. Because if there's gonna be like good PS5 or remastered even PS4 games that are on it, I wouldn't mind playing those.
Yeah, I still haven't done my free trial. What is it? A week or a month?
A week.
A week free trial. I still haven't done mine yet. He has recommended to me, obviously, so I'm probably gonna do that in my free time. Yeah. When I can try out some games that I've seen while I'm window shopping at GameStop and stuff like that.
Yeah, and they have a lot of old PS3 and even PS2 games on that too.
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna go ahead and give it a look, see what I can get.
Next game I'm probably gonna play is God of War 3.
Okay.
So they have most of God of Wars there, so yeah.
Yeah, I might play that because I've never played a single God of War.
Me either, and I've had PlayStation for the longest time.
For the longest time. All right, so I guess that's it for today, right? There's nothing else to add.
Yeah, no, I think that's good. Covered pretty much everything.
So yeah, I enjoyed doing this one. First one since the last one, and the first one since the start of COVID. Yeah. Hopefully this all just blows over. We don't want to be living this way.
Nope.
I understand when people go out there foolishly. We've been locked up for so long, but if we want it to end, we have to follow the rules, the regulations, and stuff, so that we can all go back to normal, or at least air quote normal. Because going on forward, it's gonna be different. Obviously.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be way different, but we're gonna have to adapt to it. Obviously. So yeah. So this is the end of the podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed. I made a separate playlist so you guys can go ahead and listen to the previous episodes. Obviously, go ahead and subscribe. If you did enjoy listening to today's podcast, give it a like, recommend it to a friend. Leave a comment down in the section down below if you want to hear us talk about something else besides video games and sports.
Yeah, we're open to talk about anything.
We're open to talk about almost anything, whatever. Just hit us with suggestions. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram. I'll leave it down in the description. Follow me on Twitch because I will be streaming a little bit more than before. Let's go ahead, communicate. Let's have a good time. Everyone out there listening, stay safe, and we will see you guys in the next episode.